Reports from the presidential meetings with the election commissioners indicate that President Ghani has angrily pressed the electoral commissioners to publish a statement on the use of a copy of national identity card (Tazkiraz) in the election. Reports from the presidential meetings with the election commissioners indicate that President Ghani has angrily pressed the electoral commissioners to publish a statement on the use of a copy of national identity card (Tazkiraz) in the election. What has been leaked is that President Ghani clearly interferes in the election affairs, violating the national and electoral laws. According to Tazkiraz, President Ghani in the last meeting with members of the Independent Election Commission, which included a number of government ministers, representatives of international institutions and other government officials on Thursday, he urged members of the commission to adopt a system that would allow voters to be able to use a copy of their Tazkiraz in the election process. It is said that President Ghani had angrily pressured the commissioners to release a statement that voters can use a copy of their Tazkiraz in the election process, which is an open interference in the election affairs. Based on Clause 2 and Article 19 of the electoral law, the IEC cannot modify bills and related procedures during the election process. But contrary to the explicit electoral law, the statement released by the Commission violates the procedures of the registration process, which according to some members of the Commission it was directly prepared by the President. This comes as the opposition of 4 members of the IEC has not been able to stop the issuance of the statement. According to experts, the President's measure is a clear interference in electoral affairs and insulted some members of the Commission as well as the foreign employees of the body. Meanwhile, there are reports that members of the Commission divided, and opposition members have even moved to the brink of resignation, but some active diplomatic circles have prevented their resignation. Tazkiraz newspaper wrote, after the order of the President, the spokesperson of the Commission should be determined as soon as possible, the head of IEC must be appointed, the stickers should be attached to the copy of Tazkiraz, hiring must be conducted by the administrative office of the Commission, and electoral stations should become smaller. To the IEC members, 6 members of the Commission during an intermeeting decided to vote after a long discussion over whether to accept or refuse the copy of Tazkiraz. Among the present 6 members, Mr. Hashimi was absent due to being abroad. 4 members opposed to the presidential decision and 2 agree. After the supporters of the President's decision lose at the voting session, the chairman of the IEC, AGENCYDID, leaves under the pretext of telephoning and send a message to Mr. Bidar, the other member of the Commission. He declares that 51 is not complete and cancels the outcome while leaving the session. It should be noted that President Ghani has warned the members of the Commission that they should be ready to resign if they do not accept his demands. News ID E10050